Okay, America, don't kill me for this. I'm just posting this. I saw this online on TikTok. I thought it was very interesting on how maybe it wasn't described correctly, but you need to see this for yourself. But the question was, I say Anglo or African or whatever it is, if that person's born in a different country and they are either Anglo or African, I know there's still African in DNA and all that stuff, but would they be considered wherever country they lived in? Like, let's say if let's use me for example. If my family came here and they're originally Mexicans, and now I'm born in America, I'm considered an American, right? So vice versa, someone was born in Mexico from a different culture, are they considered to be Mexicans? I don't know. Watch this and tell me what you think. I know there's gonna be a lot of hate because motherfuckers always hating on me when I'm trying to just teach people something. But I take on the hate. I love that shit. Check this out. Tell me what you think.
There's a black comedian who identified as half black, half Mexican. I simply commented, how is it possible that you are half black, half Mexican if Mexican is a nationality, not a race? How are you identifying as half a country and then half a race? The comment section attacks. Because I don't blame them. Because we are in fact under the impression, and we even Mexican people are under the impression that Mexican is a race. If not that, then what is? In Mexico, just like in the US or any other country, there's black people there too who are Mexican. There's Europeans who are Mexicans. Of course, indigenous people, they're just Mexican. So you as a black American, go to Mexico and get yourself a Mexican wife. But this Mexican wife happens to be a black woman. That's Mexican. So is your child still half black, half Mexican? That is what I was hoping that people would discover once I made that comment. I'm not attacking you as a black man who identifies as a half black, half Mexican. I'm attacking the prejudice in the fact that you have to say you're half black and half Mexican as if Mexican is a race. And ironically, it only identifies either white people in Mexico or brown people in Mexico, but not black. So that is why I feel the need to address such a topic. Because when Canelo Alvarez, the white guy, who is just Mexican, rightfully so, claims to be Mexican, nobody has an issue with it. He's just a Mexican. Why not? He is European descent. But if somebody that looked like you, who was Mexican, parents Mexican, grand and great grandparents were Mexican, but you, if you claim to be Mexican, people would have an issue. The mainstream would have an issue. He's not really Mexican though. He's a black dude. Now we getting somewhere. Tell me how you really feel. Lupita Nyong'o, the African descent Kenyan woman who's a Mexican. A lot of Mexican people had an issue saying she's not really a Mexican though. She's African. She just happens to be from Mexico. They don't do that to European descent, to white folks. White people, not only all day could be Mexican and nobody has a problem. You turn on the Mexican channels, all white people, and they're just Mexican. But then you see somebody that looks like you, says they're Mexican. Suddenly, hold a minute, let's talk here. Sure, you were born in Mexico, but you're not really a Mexican. You were just born here. So that's why I have an issue with I'm half black and half Mexican, because to a point, the Mexican title, as if it were a race, we are erasing the black people there by making it seem like this race of Mexican only fits a certain criteria. And that criteria is, well, turn on the Mexican channels. What do you see? That is the Mexican. But you can't be the Mexican. So what would happen if I, as a Mexican born in Mexico, go to Mexico and I find myself a Mexican wife who is black? What is my kid then? Half black, half Mexican?
Bring on the hate.